Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll go to the ground. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Creates a little space. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Looking to throw, it's Tatum. Caught in the backfield, it's Foster. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
Clemson set up with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Punts it out of the air. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
From the gun. Give on the inside. defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking for a gap. It's Foster. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Clemson.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Oh, he's got some space. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quick release by the QB. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! They're on the board first here in the season opener. Smokey the Cannon, not the only one using explosives around here, and it has electrified this Longhorn crowd.
I mean, coming out on point, coming out dissecting the defense, scoring early in front of this crowd. You know good and well, all these fans love their school. Texas has got so much pride. This gets them going early.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Tatum. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referees.
He wants to throw it. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw, it's Tatum. Pressure coming. Got it behind the line. It's Lane. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Finds a soft spot in the middle.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
The play-action fake. Looking for space to the left. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Longhorns pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the 1st down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Looking to throw again. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down and came up a little short.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Quarterback running on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50 plus, and he did it with ease.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run the RPO and throw it right out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
Clemson, 0.
First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Tatum. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Fires into traffic, picked off.
QB never saw the defender. He stared